Hey guys, and welcome to Riverhaven Collects. I'm Riverhaven, and today we're going to be looking at Medieval Spawn 2. So this is from Series 17, from the Spawn Classic series, and he came out in August 2000, so he is almost 22 years old, which is pretty crazy to think about. This guy comes in 3 different variants. This one that I have is known as the censored version because it has no blood on the sword and arm. There's another version exactly the same with that blood on it. There's also a gold version that has a few different features. I paid $70 for this on eBay, which I think is a pretty good price. I've seen it for around 100, 110, 150. I'm not sure what sort of price it is supposed to be at, but I thought 70 was pretty good. As you can see, the box is a little bit damaged, a few scratches and things, and cardboard's bent, but that's alright because I plan on unboxing it. So yeah, let's do that.
So it's been a very long time since I've opened a box like this, and I don't think they even make like toys in these boxes anymore. They make them in the like proper cardboard boxes that you can just slide them out of, right? I'm not wrong in saying that, and I think it's like a recycling thing, right? So that, you know, they can be placed in the recycling. Because this, you can see that the plastic and cardboard are like together, so I don't think they used to recycle these, right? I don't know. I could be talking out of my butt here. But it feels good to open this up. And here it is in his box. Everything's held down by like tape or those old like wires they used to wrap around toys, which I'm really glad they stopped using those because these are a pain in the butt. I do not like them whatsoever. So here's me just opening it up, fighting to get the tape off because while the figure is almost 22 years old, the tape that is on it has been on there for 22 years. So yeah, just with the knife I carefully like just nicked a bit of tape to get it moving, and you know, was very careful not to get it anywhere near the plastic of the figures because I knew that it would just rip it up. Unfortunately, some of the stickiness of the tape actually stayed on the sword, but nothing else, which I guess is fine, should be expected. Everything looks super cool though, and it's so nice to be opening up like something that's this old, because I don't know, it's so old and it brings back a lot of memories. Like, I never had Spawn figures as a kid, but I had other things, and it really just brings back those memories. Oh, and now we're onto the wire. Oh, goodness me. So, I really hate these. Like, I can remember multiple times scratching up my toys, like, trying to pull them out of these stupid things. So, anyway, yeah, I'm so glad they don't use these anymore. Alright, we've got his cape out now, but you can see that Spawn is very securely wrapped in there still. I actually went to try and find some nail clippers. I saw somebody else use nail clippers to like unbox it, and then I also tried to find my like Gundam nippers that I used to like cut out the Gundam parts, but I couldn't find those either. I don't know where those have gone, but yeah, they're gone, I guess. So I returned and just pulled them out. But man, like, I'm not wrong, like, they don't use those anymore, do they? Like, I really hope they don't use those anymore. And oh, you can see that the base here it's got all those points are rubber, so don't worry about those getting broken. That was a very nice touch, actually. But yeah, we finally got it out of the box. It was only one eternity that it took to get it out, but it is out. So here he is with all of his pieces. We've got his sword, these skulls that are all like attached by a chain, and some other skulls, as well as Spawn himself and his mask. It came with instructions, and I'll get into why I don't particularly like these later, but you know, most of it's there. It's just some of it's not there for some reason.
A few inches later.
So you can see that I did eventually get him on, but he is still like not all the way to the ground. That was very annoying. The hole in his foot must be like very tight. And yeah. So next we have the cape, and you can see it's got a little hole in it. That hole does not mean anything. There's nothing on his back for that hole to use. So I think they were thinking about doing that and then just obviously got rid of the idea. But I just chucked it on here at the moment, and later on I actually worked out how to put this on. So this actually went on reasonably easy. You do have to apply quite a bit of pressure to get it to kind of stay in there, because there's no holes or anything for it to hold onto. But it doesn't really line up with his eyes, which is a little disappointing, but you know, it's fine. So you can see here that I accidentally broke the other little skull latch thing off, and then I noticed that these actually pull out. I had to get some pliers to get that other one out, but I did get it out. And that is how the cape goes on. Yeah, you can see I accidentally broke that, but a bit of glue fixed that, so that was fine. So the sword here is very nice. You know, the leather and everything, all the details, beautiful. This was pretty easy, just slides off so you can slide it through his hands. It didn't slide through his hands all that well. It seems like most things on this model just I don't know, just things aren't going well. But yeah, we did get that sword in there eventually.
One eternity later.
So I did eventually get everything in, but boy, that did take longer, much longer than I expected it to take. Now that he's together, I think he looks absolutely awesome. Like, I am so happy with the way that he looks. For something that is 22 years old, I am very incredibly impressed of how good this looks. Like, toys today do not even look that good. So the cape really does it for me. I absolutely love this cape. The amount of detail in the cape is just crazy. What's funny is McFarlane's toys today don't even look this good. Like, I don't know what you're doing back here, man, but go back. You gotta go back and start doing these again, because this is just amazing. And I will throw all my money at these all day. They are just incredible.
We're back after one very long and strenuous battle. I have him together now. This is actually causing me a bit of anxiety, thinking about how hard this figure was actually to put together, and possibly how hard the other ones are going to be put together. Yeah, it was incredibly hard to get his foot into the peg that is on the base. It was very hard to get his sword between both hands. His mask was relatively easy, but the cape was really hard. There's no instructions that tell you to put the cape through these things on the front, these little what would you call them, latches or something. One of them broke, which I had to glue back together. And there's also a peg hole inside the cape that looks like you should be able to peg it onto the back, but I guess they didn't end up going with that. And it would have been good because the cape sits very strangely. But yeah, after getting it all together, like, I think this figure looks incredible. Like, for a toy in 2000 to come out looking this good, the amount of detail is really just incredible. I think that the skulls probably could have used a darker wash to kind of bring out the teeth and the nooks and crannies and stuff on that. The base looks fantastic. It's got this green mold growing all over it with the skeleton parts. The little spears and stuff around here are a bit meh, like, they're alright. And they're made out of rubber, so that, you know, you don't have to worry about snapping them off. The armor looks great. The chainmail looks fantastic. There's a bunch of belts and stuff I'll show you just here that just looks so incredible. Like, I don't know why McFarlane thinks that he needs to put so much detail in there, but, like, it's fantastic. The only problem that I had with it was putting it together. It was so hard, and there's no instructions for that cape, which I didn't even know that these come off and that they could go on there. Yeah, I mean, besides that, I absolutely love the figure. It's just having no instructions for that cape, as well as some of the other parts. Yeah, just, like, it was so hard to put it together, especially trying to get him into the position that he's in. I still haven't really quite got it right, and his cape just keeps sitting up. I really want it to sit, like, on his back, which with that peg would have worked really good, but they just didn't end up putting that on there. You know, overall, I'm really impressed by the figure. Just, the instructions could have been a bit better, but like, just look at it. It is incredible. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed watching today. Even though it took a strenuous amount of effort to put it together, I'm really impressed by it, and it's going to look really good in a display case. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. I've got many other Spawn figures that I'm going to be unboxing, so hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one.